So this is a bar silt, very heavy. They are parallel sided, and this is made out of dolerite stone, and you can see the chisel marks here. And these bar silts are very unique in the whole of Indian subcontinent. They have not been reported from elsewhere except Kalahandi, where I am also told that these have been reported, but not from outside Odisha. And these belong to 800 BC, so these are dated to 800 BC and probably Chalcolithic period. So Sanketjung is the site, as I said, there are 64 mounds, and the site is now of course gone now, and which was excavated by Paul Yule. So these kind of cells have been reported. This is one, this is yet another one, this parallel sided, and this is really an archaeological treasure, and these were used as musical instruments. You can feel the sound also. Friends, I am Jitu Mishra, a co-founder of Sarna Education and Cultural Services, Bhubaneswar. A very good morning here in Bhubaneswar. Friends, we all know about Neolithic Chalcolithic cultures. We have studied in our textbooks, history textbooks, when we were growing up children. Neolithic Chalcolithic culture, also known as New Stone Age, are considered by archaeologists as the biggest revolution, cultural revolution in human journey. It all started in Levant, in the modern day Jordan Valley, Syria, on the coast of Mediterranean Sea, and also in the northwestern frontier of India, especially in Peshawar region and Balochistan in modern day Pakistan, going back to 8-10,000 years from present. Friends, Odisha was also a cradle end of Neolithic Chalcolithic cultures. So here in the entire length and breadth of the state, which is filled with rivers, wetlands, coastlines, lakes, forest, mountains, various kinds of geographical features, we have discovered numerous Neolithic Chalcolithic sites. So what is the speciality of Neolithic Chalcolithic culture? We all know that during Neolithic Chalcolithic period, for the first time people started farming. There was also domestication of animals, especially sheep, goat, cattle, donkey. Then people were also depending on hunting, gathering and fishing. Then there was craft specializations, because people came together, they started living in a village, there was a village chief. There was also craft specializations. Pottery came to existence first. For the first time, people started using pottery. Earlier, they were making handmade pottery. Then they started making wheel-made pottery. Besides pottery, there were various kinds of stone tools, tools made from bones. Then you have toys, terracotta toys, use of copper objects, bangles, beads made out of stones, copper, conch shells. Then you have fish vertebrae. So all these resources were used for making various aesthetic objects. So this is how Neolithic Chalcolithic culture made a significant departure from the human journey. It became a regular trend. It became a trendsetter then onwards. Also in Neolithic Chalcolithic period, there was elaborate rituals. There was a kind of religion, a formative religion evolved. People started believing life after death, and during these elaborate death rituals, there were no cremations. The dead bodies were buried in the pits. So there used to be offerings of various kinds of objects associated with the occupation of the deceased. Besides, musics also accompanied, various kinds of musics accompanied these death rituals, and that became a trend then on. Even today you go to the interiors of Odisha where there are indigenous communities, you find that death rituals are all accompanied by music. So in this formative phase of Odisha's history, there is a site called Sankirjung. Of course, the site is gone now. The archaeological site of Sankirjung is gone. Here, at the present site, at the site of Sankirjung, there exists now a massive steel plant by Jindal Steel. But in 1980s, this site was excavated by German archaeologist Paul Yule, who had discovered bar cells and also skeletal remains of humans. They belong to the Southeast Asian stocks, racial stocks. So this shows that Sankirjung had cultural ties with Southeast Asia, mainland Southeast Asia. So these bar cells which I am going to show you today were used as musical instruments, as lithophones during certain death rituals, and they are unique in the entire world. Similar bar cells have also been reported from Vietnam. So that shows that how there was cultural tie between these two regions. Friends, all of us know that Odisha was a major maritime power. Throughout history, Odisha had cultural ties with Southeast Asia, especially Indonesia, Malaysia, Sri Lanka, and also mainland Southeast Asia through sea trade. But before history, during prehistory, there used to be backs and forth migrations. All of us know about Mundari speaking people. The present day Zhuangs, the Soras, the Santals, the Hos, the Bhumijas, they are all this Mundari speaking people, and even you find also the same Mundari speaking people in Southeast Asia. So there used to be backs and forth migration in the prehistoric times, especially around 4000 years before now. So through these contacts, people have arrived here from Southeast Asia. Here also from people, our ancestors have migrated to Southeast Asia. So there used to be cultural excess. And what are the evidences of these cultural ties? So there are different kind of archaeological objects such as edge or X, which is double-sided, and these were used for making boards for cutting trees, and these are unique to Odisha. You also find in Southeast Asia, also in Northeast India, but not in the rest of India. The soldered edge X's are a major indicator of Odisha's cultural contact with mainland Southeast Asia. Then you have cord impressed pottery. These were all handmade using rice husks. The potteries were made, and these were all large size. They were mostly used for cooking as well as for storage. So these are the indication of our contact with Southeast Asia. Sankerjung has revealed, besides Sankerjung, there are several sites, as I said, have also revealed these kind of objects. So friends, we just discussed about the soldered edge X. You can see it here. This is one, this is yet another one. So these have been reported from various archaeological prehistoric sites, Neolithic sites in Odisha, from the Neolithic context, and similar kind of soldered edge axes have also been reported from Southeast Asia. So this indicates that how Odisha had cultural ties with Southeast Asia, going back to at least 4,000-5,000 years before. Friends, this is a cord impressed pottery. So like soldered edge axis, cord impressed pottery is another indicator or another evidences of Odisha's cultural contact with Southeast Asia, going back to at least 4,000-5,000 years before. So cord impressed potteries are all handmade using paddy straw. And all of you probably would know that Odisha was probably another region where rice was consumed widely, and so according to some beliefs, according to some scholarly beliefs, that the Koraput belt of Odisha was probably one of the regions where rice was originated. So cord impressed pottery you find in Northeast India, in mainland Southeast Asia in large numbers, and these again indicate about the coexistence of similar culture, and probably there was cultural ties, there were cultural contacts through which these ideas had evolved simultaneously. So we have soldered edge axes as well as cord impressed pottery. So this is what I wanted to tell you. I must thank my dear friend and my dear friend Suchismita Mantri, who is also a curator and a subject expert on Odisha's prehistory. She is also an anthropologist, and thanks to her help, today I am able to show you these priceless treasures, archaeological treasures from Odisha's prehistory. So this is our prehistoric wealth, and we must appreciate and we must recognize. So when we talk about our Odia identities, I think the roots are here. We have some of the oldest musical instruments, we have some of the oldest soldered edge axes, and so this is our Odia identity. And what we talk about temples and Buddhist monasteries and all, they evolved much later. So that's what I wanted to tell. Thank you so much.
Thank you.